Hi guys.
Hi.
Very interesting question.
With a panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, all protocols
Duly observed. Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Let's start with Hadassah. How are you? How have you been? How's your holiday going? So guys, I have a special video for you today. This video is called 31 Days of Christmas. Basically, I gathered 31 different people to share with us what they learned in 2020 and also what they're grateful for. So 31 days of Christmas. So 31 days is basically 31 days of gratitude, 31 days of lessons and like learning or hearing or sharing. I don't know. Anyway, but like yeah, I hope you enjoy. So watch the video and enjoy. And guys, it doesn't end there. Please, I also want you watching to comment in the comment section like what you learned, something you learned in 2020 and something you're grateful for. Let's all celebrate together because you're part of us. You're part of all of this, your family and all. I could not get everybody's video obviously, but we can read your comments in the comment section, so please comment. I'm going to read all of them. I'm going to respond to all of them, so please comment in the comment section something you learned in 2020 and something you're grateful for. Thank you.
Hey guys, Merry Christmas. So this year I have so many things I'm grateful for.
2020 has been quite an interesting year for everybody in the world.
You know, 2020, we're all excited and like, oh, it's going to be the year we're going to try new things, we're going to do all the craziness and all that.
This year has been a whole lot. There are a lot of ups and downs, a lot of crises.
But no matter what, the power to choose joy and to guard our peace lies within our own hands. 2020 for me has been such a year of learning. Most importantly, I have learned to appreciate life, how truly beautiful and amazing it is, even with all the ups and downs, the good times and the bad. Those are the things that actually make life worthwhile.
What I learned in 2020 was to be patient. I mean, like the whole world was doing slow-mo, like.
Hey, excuse young lady. Let me.
You have to be patient in everything.
I learned to be thankful for the little things.
To be grateful to God for your life, because this life we live, we don't own it.
In everything, give thanks to God. To be grateful, I've learned to cherish every moment I have with my friends and with my family.
You have to appreciate that moment and embrace it while it lasts.
How to count my blessings, like literally count your blessing one by one.
For me, it was how to build my faith, how to build my relationship with God. That was something I wouldn't necessarily say I had struggled with, but I wasn't very intentional with it. And with the whole COVID-19 situation, it gave me more time to just go out to get more books that talks about building your relationship with God, discovering your purpose on earth. So that's a key thing I would say I picked up in this year. Just picking up books, watching more videos on YouTube from the right sources, and also communicating with friends that are also growing spiritually.
For me, it was just to trust God.
2020 taught me to trust God more, majorly.
It taught me to trust God more because without God, you really cannot do anything.
Because there were many moments when things were out of my control. It was more than I could control. We all know what happened this year. And for many steps, I had to really learn to cast my cares on God.
To totally depend on God.
You know, when we say we cast our cares on God, we still try to take some to handle it. But this year really taught me to really trust in God.
Because God is always in control.
Focus on God's love, His peace and God's rest. I learned how to trust my process, to be more accepting of the process.
In just a second or just a split minute or split second, anything can happen. Like, we went from being on the street to being locked in the house for as long as I remember.
And I would say that it has reminded me that life is quite fickle and things can change at the tiniest instance.
I guess everyone had plans like me, but
yeah, for obvious reasons, I'm pretty sure a lot of people's plans were interrupted.
We plan, but plans change, and we should learn to change with the plan. We should learn to adjust with the change.
Expect the unexpected. Man, 2020 really hit us. We're not ready for 2020, man. For all things that it brought along with it.
2020 was a year of, I can say, possibilities. Like anything, you couldn't predict how it could go. Like anything could happen in 2020, you know. So I learned to be, I think I learned to trust God more, because all the plans I made for 2020 is like nothing went according to my plans.
I've learned to take things slowly, basically, like to take things slowly. That I can't do everything the way I want them to be done. I can't, like, I just have to take it slowly.
And yeah, leave the rest and trust God to do the rest.
Life won't always go as you planned. I mean, we had too much plans for the year 2020, and it didn't turn out as we wished, it didn't turn out as we wanted. I mean, some of us were thinking we were going to graduate this year, and then we found ourselves stuck at home.
2020 started out a good year for me. I went to Israel, and I really came back elated, you know, full of joy. Then I became really sick, so everything I had planned, nothing went according to plans.
What 2020 taught me was basically to, you know, take each day as it comes, even though it's very important to have things planned out, but it taught me to make as much impact as I can today.
You have to like grab the opportunity you have, because you don't know what's happening next.
Time is limited. I mean, you do not have the whole time in the world to do what you're meant to do. And it has helped me to move with this time consciousness, whatever I'm doing, that listen, you don't have enough time. So the time you have, the little time allocated to you for whatever you're doing, do it so well.
We should take opportunities as we see them. There's no time to wait. Time is for no man. We should live for ourselves. Don't try to please anybody. Do what you love to do.
Do whatever you really want to do. Don't let people stop you from doing what you want to do, and don't really care about what they have to say also.
Just live your life, be happy, and do what you love to do, and also love yourself.
I have always had a tendency of being cruel to myself, and this reflected in the way I thought of myself, the things I said to myself, the criticism I subjected myself to, and moreover the pressure I placed upon myself. These are things that, the things you say about yourself to yourself would never be things that you would think of saying to your friends or people you know, because firstly it goes against the very basics that makes you a good person, and secondly it's just very rude. But we've made it such a culture that we tend to be harder on ourselves. So this year has been all about learning to be kinder to myself. Not to say that I still don't try to hold myself to a higher standard, but this is done so in a way that is motivating, in a way that is kinder.
Growth is a process. Nothing comes in an instant. Spiritual growth, mental growth, and obviously physical growth.
And know that mistakes can and will be made.
Just trust God, trust the process, but most importantly, enjoy the process.
If I have to decide, I would say that I definitely learned how to kind of take down my walls.
I think what I had already known became clearer to me. It's about support system. This year was rough for everyone, and what really helped me to pull through were my support systems, rather, like my friends.
So one thing I would say that 2020 has taught me on a deeper level actually is the value of relationships.
Because I always tend to have a lot of walls of opening up to people, sharing a problem, asking for help. Generally has always been so difficult for me. I'm always like, I can do it myself. But this year taught me that it's okay to share your problems with your friends, with people that you love, because it's been a crazy year. You cannot just keep everything to you are going to blow up, literally.
The entire 2020, guys, we were locked in, you know. If you had a housemate, good for you. If you lived alone,
it's been one thing after the other. So I just felt like it was time for me to break down all those walls and be more open to people.
So many times I'd almost drown, and I would see how much they had to pull and push just so I stay afloat. So shout out to all my friends. I love you guys.
And I would say yes, 2020 did teach me actually how to value relationships better, including relationships with my family.
I learned how to love, like, and understand people.
Maybe not all the time, but at least call your friends, check up on them. You never know what's going wrong.
You have to like communicate to loved ones and families to like get in touch.
I learned that family is number one. Your friends will always be available. They're going through their own stuff. But then your family, you're stuck with them, and you've got to understand that they're always going to be there.
I learned to, hold my family close because it's important. I learned to not take these little things for granted.
I've also learned to not stress or worry too much about anything unnecessarily, to not give things more energy than they deserve because they take away the peace.
Life is not that deep. Like, I'm serious. I used to be one of those people that I would like cringe at. Oh, you'll be alright, it's going to be fine, but take it from me. Hold it tight to your chest. You will be alright. God has got you.
Enjoy life as it comes. Just keep doing your thing. Just keep working. And know for certain that all things, everything works out together in the end. And as long as God is still on the throne, defeat can never be your portion. Life always comes full circle.
In the bad, we should try to find the good. It's not easy. It's never easy, but it helps, and it helps with whatever healing you want to go through. I realize that if you want to do something, no matter what is happening around you, you can actually do it.
This year brought an opportunity to learn a lot of things that I've been wanting to, and I had a lot of free time to do this year because of the lockdown and everything.
I improved on my writing. I starred in a movie. Like, who thought I would do that?
You can really do anything. You have the capacity to really do anything if you focus and put your mind to it.
This year I learned that you can go to school from home. Like, you can learn medicine online. Who knew?
I learned how to play the guitar. I learned how to playing the guitar, I get you lecture. I learned how to make money. I say business.
Multiple streams of income, that's very important. I mean, I took that in 2020 and I'm taking that in 2021.
So yeah, I learned how to step out of my comfort zone.
I've learned obedience by the things I've suffered.
So it's been hard, but we've learned a lot.
I learned to take time for myself to plan, to take a moment, pause, do some deep thinking about my life, around my life, plan for the future, and all of that.
Walking from point of rest is actually depending on God as much as you do your own part.
Accountability, like the power of accountability, I got people to be accountable to, so they remind me daily.
And I should not be afraid of criticism because there's always someone that's ready to help you.
My mental health is not something to be ignored. I needed to assess myself to see if I was still in the right state of mind with the bad news, the bad vibes, and the bad baggages that came along with 2020. The news all around the social media and all of that.
I also learned peace, rest, peace in the whole turmoil and everything.
God is present in every situation. He always has a way out of every situation you find yourself.
And that whatever you plan most times doesn't always follow your way, but God's plan is always the best and He will always come through whichever way possible.
Although the year has been quite interesting and wild, I've had reasons to be thankful every single month, and I'm thankful for that.
If you forget to count your blessings one by one, you forget what God has done for you.
I'm just thankful for every good thing that has happened in my life this year.
First, I'm grateful for God's love. Like, He has always come through for me.
I'm grateful for God this year. I'm serious. I'm grateful for God.
I'm thankful because He is God. Because if it was not for Him, we wouldn't all be here today.
I'm grateful for family, all my loved ones.
Everyone of my family members.
For my family.
Especially back home, my friends in Georgia, my family, my friends.
For family, I'm grateful for friends, I'm grateful for love, I'm grateful for peace, I'm grateful for me.
I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for family.
I'm grateful for my mom because every year I'm reminded of how lucky I am and how favored I am to have that woman as my mom. I love you, Mom.
I'm thankful for family.
For my family, I'm thankful for my friends.
My family, like every single member of my family, I'm grateful for all of them. Love them so much.
Basically, I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful that I'm alive today.
Life, that's the most important thing. You say when there's life, there's hope.
I'm just thankful for life.
Life, Thankful for good health.
Very thankful for, good health.
That I'm alive, good health.
Generally, I'm thankful for life.
For life, I'm thankful for love.
For love, I'm grateful for the relationships, the friendships that I've built this year.
I'm also grateful for the friends I have, like they always represent without wasting time.
The friends that I have in my life, yes, so amazing. So most of all, I'm grateful for friends.
I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for love.
I'm grateful for godly community. I'm grateful for my family and friends. It's support really that I'm grateful for.
Despite everything that went on, all the crazy stuff, I also built a lot of very solid friendships, and people really proved themselves to me this year, like Esther.
I'm also grateful for the support that I have had from families and friends, even during this lockdown.
I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for the relationships I have. Like this year, especially in this kind of year, it's important to have people who you are close to, who you can call upon at any time. Not just this year, but like anytime. It's good to have those that you can call upon, people that always have your back.
My support system are my friends, my family, and Love Dominion family. They've helped me a lot. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful for my support system more than any other year.
I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for I was able to pull it off, through everything. I was able to see stronger bonds created between friends.
The fact that I was able to be surrounded with friends and not necessarily family, but my friends, now they turn family. We were able to deal with the whole situation together. We developed a stronger bond by spending time together, getting to know each other better, being there to listen, away from work, away from our phones, just fellowshipping with each other. It obviously and definitely did build our friendship and stronger bonds as well. So I'm very thankful for that.
I'm thankful for relationships that I got to rekindle this year. I'm thankful for new friendships.
Relationship with people, the friends that came around me, the people I made friends with, amazing people that came into my life.
For my life, and my family, and my friends, everyone around me, those that contributed in my year, I'm grateful for everything that they did and every way they've impacted me.
Friends, grateful for my loved ones.
For family and friends also. It's 2020 you realize who your true friends are, who your true family is.
I'm also thankful for my family, for my friends, because most of my friends are still here.
Basically, I'm grateful for every single thing and everybody in my life. Just really grateful for everyone.
I am most thankful for the time I've had for introspection and how that has contributed towards my personal growth.
For the gift of learning new things.
I grew in so many ways. I grew mentally, I grew emotionally, I also grew spiritually, even book-wise, I also grew so much. And without 2020, I don't think I'll be the person I am today.
All I have learned through the process, learning to be patient, learning to be stronger, and learning to love even more.
And also, the grace and the ability to encourage people and to be encouraged yourself.
For the grace to, affect people positively.
The ability to slow down, everything pause, there was to slow down and to think. And I think I got to grow more in Christ. I got to grow more as a believer.
For a God-given purpose, for God's grace, for spiritual growth.
I feel like I lived my reality in Christ this year. There's not been a year that I got to understand my power and ability as a believer.
I am grateful for provision.
For my education.
For technology, imagine being in a space, being in one isolated space without your technology, no Netflix, no games, nothing. You're just on your own, man. Depression is going to set in, and other things are just going to be, not going to be, a good story, not going to be an happy ending.
Also, I'm grateful that I can eat. Food is important, and the fact that I can eat, I'm grateful.
This year was actually amazing. It gave me mass opportunities. I started my podcast, started my show, amazing.
Yes, I'm thankful that I also graduated this year.
I don't know when you're going to see this video, but
My birthday is in a few days.
And a lot of my friends also graduated. Some of my friends got jobs. So it was quite an interesting year and lovely year, regardless of how bad we might say it has been.
Most importantly, it's good to have a close relationship with God, because He's there with you and He will never leave you nor forsake you.
Being able to recognize that even where you might seem physically alone, you're never really alone, and I'm just grateful for all the love I have experienced through it all.
So this year, like, I've held on to those things, and it has been a very good year, if I do say so myself.
And I'm thankful for everything. Like, it has been an awesome year, aside the fact that everything was just waving around, but God has been faithful.
I'm extremely grateful for this year and all the lessons and experiences. Most of all, I'm grateful that I got to experience peace beyond understanding in the midst of chaos.
You know, I thank God for how it has been going, and I look forward to a beautiful 2021.
Great 2021. I can feel it in my bones. Yes, it's going to be great.
I pray that we'll be able to live well in 2021. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and also a Happy New Year in advance.
See you there. Bye.
Mwah.
So I'll just end by saying I'm just grateful. Like, my heart is full of gratitude. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for everything that God brought us through this year. I'm grateful for rest, because in this year I really felt or experienced what it means to sleep in the middle of the storm. So I'm really grateful for God's rest and for God's love. I experienced God's love in like deeper dimensions this year, in greater ways this year, and I'm really grateful. I learned that God loves me despite everything, and like it transcended basically from like just head knowledge to actual knowing and actual feeling in my heart, and nothing can take me away from His love. Nothing can separate me from His love. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for doing 2020 with us, all our subscribers, all our family members. I'm grateful for you all. And please, if you liked this video, if it blessed you in one way or the other, please share it, give it a big thumbs up, and comment below and turn on your notification bells. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay healthy, stay safe. Happy holidays, love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year in advance. Take care of yourself.